Hi boys and girls, every crook loves to make easy money. In real estate, even a small scam produces tons of money. So many crooks flock into the real estate market to make easy money. On the other hand, the victim who loses money in a real estate scam gets frustrated, and that frustration lives for 5 years, 10 years, or even for the rest of his life. This is Arvind Jain, a long-term property and cashing expert. I love to grow communities of property investors who are busy building property empires of 20 crores, 50 crores, or 100 crores. I am presenting you a video series of different property scams just to help you escape these property scams and help you secure your properties as far as possible. So let's dive in. Scam for under construction projects. Before I dive into this topic, I don't mean to say that all under construction offers are scams. There are many reputed developers, there are many sincere developers who can give you an under construction projects at 10% discount, 15% discount, and that could be a great deal for you. But if your builder is not reputed and you don't know the background of the builder and you don't know about the ethical values of that builder, then you should not fall for under construction projects. Generally, two types of people fall for under construction projects. Firstly, people who are weak in negotiating. See, in an under construction projects, you may get a discount of 10% or 15%. And just assume that the project gets over, then the similar unit will be available to you. You just go to the developer and you tell them that you're going to complete the transaction in 7 days. The completed unit, you will get it at 5% or 10% discount. It's very easy to negotiate for you. If you know the builder personally well, or you can definitely develop contacts to get to know the builder personally well. And after the project gets completed, you can get the same unit at almost 5%, 10%, or even 15% discount, depending on how sharp you are in negotiating or how good you are in building your relationship with that builder. The second type of people who fall for under construction projects are those who are weak in searching properties, who are weak in scanning localities. If any property buyer or any property investor scans a locality deeply or scans any locality well, he will definitely find completed units at the same price. Now, let me tell you why I am against investing in under construction projects of unknown builders or builders who have a bad reputation. When you go to buy a unit in an under construction projects, and if you see the agreement, you'll see that your payment is linked to the progress of the project, and it is skewed in favor of the builder or the developer. When the builder puts the ground floor slab, you have to pay X%. When the builder puts the first floor slab, you have to pay another X%. When the builder puts the first floor, second floor, third floor, fourth floor slab, every time he puts a slab, you have to pay X% of the sale value of the apartment. So your entire payment is linked not to the actual completion of the project, but to the rate at which the slabs are molded. Friends, remember, molding of slabs is not completion of a project. You should never confuse that as slabs gets molded, it means that the project will get completed. From the start of a project to its completion, there are many risks which can happen. There are many unpredictable events which can happen, and that can stop the completion of the project. A simple thing that the builder may pick up a quarrel with a local authority, and the local authorities may somehow pass some strange order and stop the project. That could be a number of reasons. There's a lot of slip between the cup and the lip, which can stop the completion of the project. So I don't want your money to get stuck in an incomplete project. Next, if you further read the agreement, you'll see that if you miss 1, 2, or 3 installments of your payment plan, the penal interest on you is very high. It could be as high as 18% or 24%, plus you have to pay penalty. And the way you're punished for not making payments on time is extremely disgusting in some agreements. But at the same time, if the builder or the developer delays the completion of the projects by 6 months, 12 months, or 1 year, 2 years, or 5 years, the penalty which he has to pay you is something as low as 5 rupees per month per square feet, which is a pittance. I place your human dignity at a very high value. I place your financial dignity at a very high level. So I don't like this financial discrimination against you. That's why I am against you signing under construction projects. Now, in most under construction projects, it is under the assumption that the market price of the completed units is constantly rising, and the builder is going to constantly book fixed number of units every month. Based on that, his working capital is planned. So the builder or the developer is working on a very thin working capital. If his apartment units do not get booked as per that plan, say every month he doesn't books 2 or 4 units, many builders and developers will face shortage of working capital to complete the project on time. In simple words, what I want to tell you is that many builders and developers are working on a very thin working capital, or even if they have a large reserve, the actual amount which is allocated to complete the project is very small. It is a very thin margin. If I had to tell you in the words of Robert Kiyosaki, that many people are swimming naked in the ocean, and only when the tide goes low, you can see them naked. So now what happens when the market falls or there's a sudden downfall in the real estate market? Firstly, these people do not get substantial bookings to complete the project on time. Next, there are other smaller builders or other unpopular builders who would have completed their projects, and they would be desperate to sell their completed units in the market. And those people will offer you apartments at prices lesser than what you have booked. In such a situation, you get stuck in these under construction projects. You cannot cancel your apartment and go and buy those apartments. You are totally blocked. Substantial amount of money has already been paid to the builder, and there is no exit route for you. And even if there is an exit route, it is very painful. If you see the agreement, if you want to exit the project, you have to lose 5% of the value of the apartment, or in some cases, it could be 10% of the value of the apartment. And that too, your balance 90 or 95% is not paid to you immediately. You have to wait till the builder actually sells that unit to some other buyer, and then you can exit out. Even then, you have to follow up a lot with the builder to get back the money into your bank account. Okay guys, now it's time for you to do me a favor. I know when you have worked with reputed builders, when you have worked with ethical builders, and if you have invested in under construction projects, your money was safe and you got your completed apartments on time. I want you to share these experiences or these pleasant experiences of your friends in the comments below. And if any time you have faced a bad experience in under construction projects, I want you to share your experience or the experience of anyone known to you in the comments below, so that our collective experience can enhance our collective learning. Guys, before you sign off, I would like to share a few golden nuggets with you. You can click on the links below and get my book on building a cash pumping lifestyle, or you can join Property Players Hub and get a lot of information and tips to build your cash pumping property empire that can impact many of your generations ahead. See you soon in some other video.